On the news at 1, INEC chairman meet with leaders of political parties, says election will not hold in 240 polling units. Correspondent x-rays importance of bimodal accreditation system ahead of the 2023 polls. And NYSC FCT Batch A Stream 1 core members express readiness to serve their fatherland as orientation course ends. On the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja, I am Mariam Jitubo. For every election in Nigeria, there are peculiarities, and this year's election is not different, especially as INEC advances the use of technology in the process, and the bimodal voter verification system BVAS is one. Will the deployment of BVAS encourage more participation of voters in the general elections in 2 weeks' time? Our correspondents are on the field to find out.
The countdown has begun. Nigerians are going to the polls again to elect new sets of leaders in the 2023 general elections. The stakes are growing higher. Now, the electoral umpire, that is the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has given assurances at different fora to hold a credible, fair elections in this country. Now, this they are doing through the introduction of technologies, one of which is the bimodal voter accreditation system, that is the BVAS. This, they say, is one machine that will ensure that every vote counts. Now, we are on the streets of Abuja to sample opinions of Nigerians on how they feel about being inspired by this mission.
Even before BVAS, I've always been highly political. I come out to vote. Now that BVAS has, to a certain extent, gives on trust and confidence in our electoral system. Not that it's perfect, or not as if he has gotten to the point that the exposed and enlightened people in Nigeria are looking for, but at least it has given us some level of confidence and trust in the electoral process. So I want Nigerians to come out. For me, I'm always there.
For me, I think this is the best thing that's ever happened in this country, in the sense that you know, elections are all about leadership recruitment, and once you don't get it right, you don't have good governance. So, beginning at the level of recruitment of the leaders, transparently, I think INEC will do a best job, and if elections are true, I think Nigerians will have the best deal in 2023. Very well inspired. I'm inspired, but I'm happy about it. I'm excited about it, and I feel that it should be done. And we're expecting that INEC will do their best to make sure that those who win are declared.
Definitely, I'll be part of it. In fact, I have my PVC with me. Just last 2 weeks, I got it from INEC office. So this time around, I'm going to be fully part of the election because it's my right. I want to fight for our rights in this country. We want to see how possible we can make things to be better in Nigeria. And we can only do that by casting our votes.
Hope it works, because the situation in the Osun State where we have voting, I don't understand how you can vote without being accredited. So I hope it works, because if it works, yes, we know our votes will count.
Actually, some of the people who have shared their thoughts with us commended INEC for the initiative and have expressed the willingness to be part of the electoral process, considering the deployment of technological devices by INEC. I have with me again some vibrant Nigerians who are going to share with us their views on the use of VIVAS in these elections.
I know that they are competent, so I cannot say that yes, I'm giving 100% assurance, but I believe in them that they will do the right thing.
I think this election is going to be more fairer than the past elections, though there are some discrepancies, more especially in the previous election that took place, I think in, was it Ondo or Ogun State? So there are some cases, despite the invention of the BVAS. But despite that, I still believe that, yes, there will be a kind of improvement this time around.
We've been praying for better leaders. And for myself, it is my prayer and my plan that I'll wake up very early that day to go and vote. And that's what I've been telling people around me.
These responses from a cross-section of Nigerians, I would say, represent the hopes, aspirations and views of a greater population of Nigerians expressing confidence in INEC that INEC would conduct a free, fair and credible election in few weeks to come. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
Meanwhile, elections will now hold in 240 polling units in 28 states and the Federal Capital Territory. As no voter indicated interest, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu stated this at a meeting with leaders of political parties in Abuja. The INEC Chairman also expresses concern over attitude of party agents and the increasing spate of electoral violence. FCT Police Command has arrested one Pastor Uche Aigbe of House on the Rock Cathedral, Abuja, and two others. The pastor, whose message and demonstration were tagged inciting by various media and social media users, was arrested on Monday alongside the church chief security officer and one inspector, Musa Audu, who was on duty on Sunday and had unprofessionally released the rifle to the said pastor without permission or recourse to police authority. A statement by DSP Josephine Ade, the police public relations officer, says a discreet investigation has commenced. She, however, urged members of the public to shun actions or utterances that is in breach of extant laws, and violators will be adequately sanctioned. In a bid to prepare FCT senior secondary school students for the upcoming WAEC examination slated for July 2023, the FCT Education Board has conducted a mock examination for candidates who will be sitting for SSCE. Director FCT ERC, Nimat Abraham, who monitored the conduct of the exercise, says it is to avail students with adequate knowledge for the main examination. Hadiza Godwin Ebune was at some schools in Gwagwalada and Kuje area councils of the FCT.
These are SS3 students logging it out with mock examination, and the first paper they are sitting for is the English language. The students say with the mock examination, the 2023 Senior Secondary Certificate Examination will record huge success in all subjects.
This mock examination has prepared me ahead of the WAEC and NECO that I will be writing in June, July. It has helped me to be able to know the areas which I need to buckle up in preparation for the external exams that are yet to come.
The mock has given them an idea of what they are expecting in the WAEC, and then on the side of the teachers, they are putting more effort to teaching us based on what they have actually seen from this mock exam. So I'm really happy for the opportunity the government has given us to write this mock exam.
Director FCT Education Resource Center, Nimat Abdurrahim, says the examination is to prepare and familiarize candidates with the rudiments of examinations.
Children are well informed and aware of the importance of the mock examination because it's a preparatory step for them for the final examination WAEC, and the objective, of course, is for us to be able to assess our students and know that, okay, their weaknesses and their strength.
Public and private schools visited are optimistic that with the mock examination, they can sit for every other examination and come out with flying colors. Hadiza Godwin Ebune, NTA News.
Meanwhile, giving quality education to children from low-income families is the dream of Knox, 100 Naira a day charity school. The strategic planning forum held by the founders and stakeholders is to increase access to funds and improve the process of keeping out-of-school children in school. Sandra Akeme reports.
Meeting one of the Sustainable Development Goals on ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education is to promote lifelong learning opportunities for all is the way forward by a non-governmental organization. The Knox 100 Naira a day charity secondary school is a low-income school for children from the poorest households where they pay 100 Naira a day as tuition. Founders of the project say this is with support from the MacArthur Foundation and Step Up Nigeria. The Strategic Planning Forum is to brainstorm on the sustainability of the project.
So we are doing what we can as a private organization to keep as many children in school as possible. So we've set up a school in Kuje, the 100 Naira Day School, where for 100 Naira they get books, uniform, lunch, sanitary pad for the girls, and computer-based education.
We're looking at integrating a lot of things from technology, building our facility, having a hostel for them, ensuring that we have counselors on duty at all times to cater for them. So just a few of that. And the way we run is through co-sponsorship, people coming in to adopt children. And so we need that to happen. Then we need support to build our permanent side.
With the modern day reality, stakeholders note that with support from individuals and corporate organizations, the lives of these children will be transformed for a better society.
When we started, it looked like it's an impossible mission. But right now, little by little, a few people are getting to know. We're getting some support from, friends, families, colleagues that we're reaching out to. And the most important and enriching and encouraging part of the project is seeing the lives of the children transformed.
We work with MacArthur Foundation to sub-grants to support the work of Knox Foundation. So we sub-granted to support the work where they are paying like teachers for an entire.
That is why we've also mainstreamed into the curriculum skills into the curriculum, so that when children finish, they should also have some skills, because skills is what drives the world.
The NUSC 100 Naira a Day School has been in operation since 2019 and currently has 107 children in school with 30 staff. In Abuja, Sandra Akeme, NTA News.
You're watching NTA Channel 5 News at 1 p.m. and still to come on the news. Students of Theatre Arts Department of Abuja University in a playlet cautions the society on the repercussion of moral decadence. These and more shortly.
News as a commodity is our trade. When it breaks in the FCT and environs, our team of professional reporters will definitely be there. NTA Channel 5 Abuja News, using news to connect the grassroots people with the newsmakers and uniting the nation. We serve you the depths of news in politics, economy, education, health, security, infrastructure, even in times of emergencies. Always join our news build at 1 and 7 p.m. daily to be informed of the latest and current happenings. Our on-air personalities are the professionals you desire on the screen. NTA Channel 5 Abuja News, telling you the real news, verifiable and factual, with no room for fake news.
Glad to have you back. The compulsory 3 weeks orientation course for the Batch A Stream 1 core members posted to Abuja has ended. Rosemary Moltelem Bilal tells us more on the intensive training and how ready the core members are for their various places of primary assignments.
What could be more exciting than passing out on Valentine's as an icing on the cake for core members eager to spread love through patriotic service in the society after a 3-week intensive training from the camp? That is the feeling here in Kubwa, where the service is on the mind of many.
The 3 weeks orientation gave the core members ample time to learn the other side of life as a way of equipping them to be self-reliant.
I feel super excited. It's not been easy, but it was fun and interesting, and it was a smooth ride.
I think it was more fun than I expected. I feel initially there were a lot of reservations about camp, but I think I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of nice people that I met.
They say passing out on a Valentine's Day makes them feel special, promising to give their best in serving their fatherland.
I would love for us to go out, like to have a chill hangout. You understand? It's been long I went out, so let us go out. Let's see how we can hang out with each other.
I'm available for flexing, enjoyment, and anything that comes with it.
FCT NYC coordinator Suleiman Abdul advised the core members to uphold the ethics and values of the scheme in uniting the nation.
I enjoin you to perform your duties with diligence and be guided by the provisions of the NYC Act and bylaws, as well as workplace rules and regulations. In keeping with the objectives of the scheme, You are expected to integrate into your host communities while also appreciating and respecting their cultures.
The jubilation was non-stop for the core members. From Kubwa NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, I am Rosemary Moitele Bilal, NTA News.
The Department of Theatre Arts of the University of Abuja has in a stage play cautioned the society on the existing repercussion of moral decadence. Charity Zaka captured the performance as depicted by the Year 1 students of the department.
That was what happened.
The stage play is titled The Tongue, created to portray the Isan culture of the people of Edo State.
Then we should know that it seeks to escape the death.
The roles played by the 100-level students of the Theatre Art Department ignited their enthusiasm.
Being a talented actor, I give my all. I know I give my all.
It was a new experience for me because this is the first time I'm doing this kind of thing on a stage or anywhere.
You know, it was a lot of effort, hard work, you know, going all night, making research, learning some songs, because this play it's a mixed play.
Author of the play speaks on what informed his choice to stage the play.
I felt like putting on paper one of the many traditions of the Eastern people of Edo State in a way that will grab the audience's attention. And that is exactly what I did with The Tongue.
This is an Asian play, you know, situated clearly in the Asian culture where it's a taboo, a terrible one at that, for a married woman to sleep with some other person other than his legitimate husband. And the consequences, of course, are grievous.
The place of some of the Nigerian culture is that which promotes moral values for a more responsible society. Charity Zaka, NTA News.
Condoms Day is observed on Friday every year in conjunction with Valentine's Day. This celebration promotes safer sex awareness in a creative way while encouraging people to use condoms. Ifeanyi Ezuma examines the health benefits.
Help them prevent unwanted pregnancy and then help them for pleasure, like on stage.
But a lot of people don't like using condoms.
That is because most people think and the use of condom reduce the pleasure that the original pleasure that's supposed to derive from sex. So that's why most people don't like using it.
Do you agree with that?
Annually, on February 13th, International Condom Day seeks to inform the public on prevention of sexually transmitted disease and unwanted pregnancy. It also reminds the public on ensuring adequate protection from HIV.
Getting to meet someone without the use of condom, it therefore means the whole of such a person's sexual history, you are inheriting it.
The family that has more than required, you understand, can be struggling a whole lot to be able to train their children. But with the use of condom, you can regulate. If you have the privilege of traveling to overseas, when you go to bus stops, you have boxes for condom. So that if you have a need, you understand, for condom, you just go there, open it and collect it. When you go to a pharmacy shop today to buy Panadol and you see somebody come in and say, give me condom, there's a way you look at the person. So that's our psychology. Yes. You look at the person, this guy is a bad sinner. Media have to have strength, you understand, to this message. What is holding the world to ransom? That will make a general to defeat or to kill more than 1 million people on the war front. And when he comes home, one woman, one person, will make him kneel down.
Statistics from the World Health Organization indicates more than 1 million STDs are acquired daily globally, many of them without symptoms or with mild symptoms.
Also prevent sexually transmitted infections, infections such as HIV, hepatitis B, syphilis, Even to an extent, human papillomavirus can be prevented with the use of the condom. Well, there is no known side effect to condom, though some people react to latex.
In some countries, HIV/AIDS is the leading cause of death. However, the good news is that condoms present a simple way to prevent these diseases. Ifeanyi Izumba, NT News.
And talking sports, Evelyn Oyome has set her sight on winning more medals on the golf tour. This was after her victory at the 2023 IBB Ladies Open Golf Tournament in Abuja. Olalekan Kilajolu witnessed the tournament and now reports.
The week-long tournament will see the ladies compete for honors in the 3-day event. Addressing the media at the IBB International Golf and Country Club, Lady Captain Joy Ikwe said over 156 players, which includes lady golfers from Nigeria, Uganda, Botswana, and Ghana, as well as resident diplomats, will showcase their prowess in the week-long competition. Joy said the tournament will be in gross format, where the winner will be the best gross player.
Friday, we're going to have that day one play, where the players are going to be gathered. So we're going to start on Friday, day one play. And it's something we do every year. It's an annual event in IBB Golf Club.
IBB is starting this tournament, I think, with the VHS. Well, one of the features is that it emphasizes gender tees, men's tee box, lady tee box.
The organizers say the official tee of ceremony will take place on Thursday. Meanwhile, the defending champions police officer Amina Wilfred will not be defending the title, as she has been elevated to the pros category. In Abuja, Gideon Yohana, NTA News.
Apologize for the mix-up. Moving on, Fulton Carries International School Inter-House Sports Competition and Abuja-based school has held its 2023 Inter-House Sports Competition for pupils of the school, with a focus on catching them young and also preparing them for a career in sports. Peter Oibi reports that some of the pupils are optimistic of representing Nigeria in the near future.
It was another annual inter-house sports competition of Fulton Carries International School in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The competition was filled with various colorful and entertaining sporting activities for the pupils and their parents at the Package A training pitch of Moshood Abiola Stadium. The event saw spectators cheering the pupils in early years and primary section as they competed in match pass, track race, and filling the bottle game.